Well, it's been over a year since Gacha Life 2 was uploaded to Android Play stores. Of course it's completed by now, but I wonder if there's any lingering bugs. Wait, what do you mean it's still not fully released after over a year? What do you mean the game is still a buggy mess after all of that time? Hello everyone, as a lot of you can tell, I'm currently using Gacha Life 2 for a decent amount of my videos, but that doesn't mean I'm not allowed to criticize it, especially because there's a major issue with the terms and conditions that could lead to problems down the line for the community. But we'll talk about that later. As a lot of you are probably aware, there is a significant amount of bugs and glitches in Gacha Life 2 that should have been patched out a while ago. Eye highlights, eyebrows, and eye types randomly changing, colors slowly turning into other colors after copying and pasting the same hex code over and over again, and the frame rate of the animated poses not saving, or even the animated pose itself not saving. There are also some design decisions that are just plain weird. For example, these sleeve types, different assets having weird lines and dots that feel completely out of place, having different parts of assets locked to a specific color instead of just having the color be one of the colors that you've chosen, especially since a lot of these parts were already set up in a way so you could choose their color in Gacha Club. On top of that, a lot of features that were heavily hyped up close to release are still not in the game, such as props, movie mode, the ability to add your own backgrounds from your camera roll, the ability to friend people and visit other players. Overall, it just feels like Gacha Life 2 was purposely rushed by Lumini so they could get more advertisement revenue and drum up more awareness for their other game, Wonder M0. Speaking of the studio's other games, I want to take a brief detour to talk about Gacha Club. One day, a new update came out for Gacha Club. A lot of people were excited for it and downloaded the update, only to be shocked and horrified when they realized the game would no longer save, even if you press the save button. A lot of people were really upset by this, including myself. Then Lumi announced that instead of fixing this major issue, the company was going to come out with a new game. The company sent out an update plan and people thought the game would get consistent updates, at least until the full release. But that didn't happen. On top of that, the terms and conditions for Gacha Life 2, with the way they are currently worded, can have some concerning implications. Section 2 of the terms and conditions reads as follows: please do not use this app to create and post inappropriate content. First of all, the use of please is kind of weird in a terms and conditions, but secondly, and far more importantly, the wording is extremely vague. Since Gacha Life 2 is rated E, inappropriate content can be anything from not safe for work to people being queer, at least in the US. I went to the official Discord server to see if anyone else asked about this, and someone did. The person who answered isn't a team member, but they may have been back then, so I'm going to assume that they were. For those not looking at their screen, Green asked for clarification on Section 2 of the Terms and Conditions, more specifically asking what inappropriate content is defined as. Red responded saying anything not safe for work. Green thanked Red for the clarification and said with the way the terms and conditions are written, anything that isn't E-rated would be considered inappropriate content by default, including the mention of queer people in general. The fact that they didn't state that they were banning not safe for work content outright in the terms and conditions is at best a poor choice of words, and at worst a purposeful miswording that can be used to censor content. That's all assuming that Red was a team member. There is a possibility that a team member never answered Green. The worst part about all of this? Coding a dress-up game is relatively easy. Don't get me wrong, coding is hard, but Lumi has a whole team behind him. A lot of the issues I have with this game aren't even coding related. A lot of them are related to asset problems that could be easily fixed by modifying the asset. The only other issue I have is with the terms and conditions, which can be easily fixed by changing Section 2 to say something along the lines of do not make not safe for work content. This game is pretty good, especially compared to other dress-up games. I'm just disappointed that these issues are still here after all of this time. All of this to say, I hope Gacha Life 2 does actually fully release and all of these issues are fixed, but I'm not holding my breath.